Today is a very lovely day for what's written most deeply on my heart, because my beloved and I have been together for 25 years and 5 months today. So he's working from home and I'm out on the balcony. But don't worry, I'm only a couple of metres outside our flat and we're already distancing because the party ships aren't going by. There's hardly anyone around, and even if someone did want to do the Masque of the Red Death on Thames, I said hardly anyone, and even if someone did want to do the Masque of the Red Death on Thames, there are special danger charts which mark things like whirlpools and shipwrecks and Aaronovitch's goddesses and say steer around the naked gaze. And now I'm going to go inside, first because it's a bit chilly, and second because I came up with this while I was in the bath and I wrote it down and I'm rubbish at learning lines. But there is another anniversary today that you might have heard of. And it's almost as wonderful, because it's exactly 15 years ago today since Doctor Who came back with Rose. Now, the very first Doctor Who story I ever saw was a fantastic new beginning, and it started with Ro. And I still love Robot and Rose so much that last week I published a binge watch list of Doctor Who that I recommend. And those two are right up at the beginning, because I can't imagine better introductions to the show. A few years ago, I even wrote 10 reasons to watch Rose to try and encourage you to watch it. And not just that, I wrote a list of reasons to watch the Trip of a Lifetime trailer for it. Partly because it's the most thrilling trailer that's ever been made, and partly because I thought it was funny to have an article that took longer to read than it takes to watch it. But today's a fantastic day to watch Rose again, and to realise just how outstanding it really is. Or to watch it for the first time and see what all the fuss is about for Doctor Who. This is the point where I realise I've got too many things on my desk and can't reach the mouse. Now, anyway, but if you want to watch it for the first time, thousands of people are going to be watching it tonight. It's even free to watch on iPlayer if you're in the UK, and it'll welcome you in, because that's something that I adore about Rose. In my reasons to watch it, well, I mean, a lot of them were just reasons why I love it. And I went from the most obvious things like Rose herself and the Doctor and introducing the TARDIS. And if you don't know what those are, just watch the story. To getting passionate and political and just a bit angry, and how Rose is not just welcoming, but also defiant in championing a life of change and strangeness and danger. But the 10th and last reason I want to share with you, even though it's a bit of a spoiler, okay? Spoiler. Because with anything you love, you can get jealous and possessive instead of saying, wow, how awesome, and being delighted when someone else comes to see them the way you do. And 15 years ago, it was tempting to say, but what about me? Never mind 10 million new viewers, and never mind 15 years. I was here first, and I remember 16 years, 16 long years with no spring, no new Doctor Who series on Doctor Who, on TV even. But Rose is open and welcoming, and it's not just a brilliant introduction, but it's got one inspired moment right at the end where it answers that question, and it makes it absolutely clear that Doctor Who can be for you too. We've seen a whole new world open up through Rose's eyes and fallen in love with the idea. And then at the end, Doctor Who goes away again. And Rose has made the Doctor's world so compelling that the endless wait of the next 16 endless seconds feels like the yearning of 16 years. And then everyone shares the joy when Doctor Who comes back. I bloody love Rose, and I'm going to watch it again tonight.